identifying your level of consciousness. If you are here now, you are most likely between the third level of consciousness, which is the solar plexus area, and the fifth level of consciousness, which is the throat chakra area, right? People who are lower than the solar plexus chakra are most likely still stuck in the material ways of seeing, which is the ego, right? So you wouldn't be on this page. Now, before we get into the levels of consciousness, I do want to say that those who remember their cosmic roots or past life memories are because of their level of consciousness during that lifetime. So it was big enough to bring this information before they reincarnated through the womb portal. The same goes when we retrieve from this lifetime. We can also take memories and things we want to remember into the different realms we go after, right? And the level of your consciousness determines where you go when you pass away and how much you can take with you. So consciousness is being aware. It's all about being aware of the self, of what you are, and your surroundings. So I did create this template that we're going to be using to evolve. The first thing being your awareness, which is all about becoming conscious of the lesson, and then becoming aware of the block that's blocking this lesson. After, you then observe yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the beliefs, projections, and what you're creating. Because your mind creates your world, right? And then we go to transmuting, which is about trusting your inner feelings and insights. Okay, you want to align with what feels good to you, because feeling good is feeling God, right? These feelings are high vibrations, right? And the last part is embodying this wisdom. The first level is red. And we all begin in the lowest level, which is the physical body's level, right? The ego. You see, when we are brought into the world, we believe that we are just the body. We're not aware. And so this is where the first level of consciousness lies. This is also about becoming aware of the world and the connection you have with the world. At this level, it is actually harder to become aware due to all the programs we have been conditioned with, including the relationship you have with your family and the beliefs and patterns that revolve around your family, your friend groups, your city, and state, right? So we are taught to learn how to survive on Earth. In addition to attending school and college, we must pursue a career or work a 9-to-5 job, right, to survive. So when you're stuck in this cycle, it is hard to get out of. And this is also about how safe you feel on Earth. It is where the low vibrational beings, such as abandonment or destruction, like to reside. Because again, these thought forms can manifest into beings and become demons, right? And so the lesson is to become aware that we are all one. We are aspects or fragments of one consciousness. Some things that can be blocking this is seeing yourself as just a body and separate from others, staying limited based on traditional beliefs because of expectations, or you're stuck in cycles of survival, right? Which is again very egotistic. And so you're going to become aware of your travel cycles, the programs, beliefs, patterns, and traditions. And this usually happens when you go through a tower moment, So this is when cycles close, breakups, or going through a loss of a loved one or stability. And these wake-up calls happen for a reason, right? They're meant to redirect you and help you break cycles. And then you get to create a system that is based on your truths and values, integrating these into your life, as well as integrating the truth of your being, right? That you are part of one, meaning that you're always being provided for and protected. Remembering this will allow you to become more stable and grounded. And then, once you learn this lesson, you move up to the next level, which is the orange level. And the second level of consciousness is about your relationships and learning how to express your creative energy. So this is where you start allowing yourself to create with others, whether it's procreating or co-creating, right? Because the thing is that not everyone we invite into our lives is helping us grow or find ourselves, right? Some fragments can turn our lives upside down. And the lesson here is to become mindful of what you are creating within your relationships. So some blocks that we can have here is a creativity block, right? Not allowing yourself to express or flow, or not wanting to create relationships, including trouble connecting with others, or not fully expressing yourself in relationships. In this level, you're going to become aware of the relationships you are creating. Are these relationships taking from you or helping you build yourself? And to evolve, you have to let yourself express and explore your creative energy. It is where your desires come from. You're also going to dissect your relationships. And the point here is that we're going to try to align with people who will help us evolve and get to know ourselves. Energetically speaking, the 5 people that we surround ourselves with will determine our vibration. So become mindful of the people that you're surrounding yourself with. After this, you then move up to the 3rd level, which is yellow. And the 3rd level of consciousness is about the relationships you have with yourself and your ego. So this is about the way you distribute power and self-exploration. This is why it isn't necessary to know who you are meant to be yet. Because it's a process, right? Stripping from all the programs and beliefs that you have molded yourself in. And so you are exploring your personality. And in this level, the lesson is to learn how to honor yourself, to develop self-esteem and respect. Some blockages that you can have here is not allowing yourself to be in your power, not allowing yourself to express yourself, having trouble with confidence and self-esteem, or giving your power away. So you're going to become aware of the things you are projecting, because a lot of it isn't aligned with your authenticity, as well as becoming aware of the thoughts and beliefs that empower you and disempower you. And we're going to align with the beliefs that empower us, right? So really diving into your mind. Now, to be in your power, you have to first identify what you are giving your power to. This is also connected to your confidence and self-esteem. So to evolve, you have to align with your power, and you get to choose your thoughts and beliefs that feel good to you. Because again, feeling good is feeling God, and this will allow you to build that energy up to empower you and keep evolving to the next level, right? Which is the 4th level, green. So the 4th level of consciousness is the gates of your heart. And it is important to keep it open and in flow, because This is a gate to the higher and lower worlds. This allows the good things to come into your life because you are open to them. This also includes being open to giving love without expecting something in return. Because the truth is that we are infinite love. But we can't truly love someone if we don't love ourselves. It's quite ironic because once you open your heart, you get to heal yourself, your connections, and align with joy. And a lot of the times we think that keeping it close will bring these things, right? So the lesson here is that you have to learn how to extend from love and compassion to realize that love is the most powerful power we have. Accepting that personal challenges are challenges of the divine plan. So releasing the need for human self-determined justice. And some of the blockages that you could have here is a closed heart, which is stagnation, not being able to forgive, holding grudges, victimizing yourself, or holding on to experiences or the past. So you're going to become aware that you hold infinite love. So it is okay to forgive and let go. You do not need to hold on to the experiences that are meant to help you grow, right? Because they are part of the divine plan. And to evolve, you have to become aware of what is blocking your heart, to clear it and open it, right? You're coming to conclusions on why these things happen. And it is obviously for you to grow and keep expanding and not to stay stagnant. Now for self-love, you're going to dissect the mind based on the beliefs you have about yourself and love. And you can start by acknowledging how you see yourself. A lot of these beliefs come from society standards and they are just programmed into you. They do not mean that they are true. So we're going to align the beliefs with love frequency. The beliefs that make you feel in love with yourself. Once you align with love, you will magnetize true love. And you will stay on this frequency because you built it from inwards and not just aligning with someone who brings you into this love frequency and then dies off later, right? It's true love when you're aligned with self-love first, right? And then you can move up to the next level, which is the 5th level blue. And the 5th level of consciousness is aligning with your purpose and authenticity. So this is where you will find your talents, your intuition, and who you are meant to be, and also expressing this. You are finding out who you are at your core and expressing this truth. The lesson here is to learn how to surrender your will to God or universe, whatever you believe in. And some blocks that you can have here is not being in alignment with the truth, not speaking the truth, spreading lies or gossiping, not expressing yourself or being yourself. Here you're going to become aware of what is blocking you from expressing or speaking your truth. Look for the patterns and beliefs that you are telling yourself because they're just beliefs that are limiting you from being free, right? As we learned in the 3rd level, no one has power over you, over us, right? We choose when we want to be in our power. It's all in the mind, right? If we choose to believe that someone has control over us, has power over us, that's a belief. So, to evolve, you're going to align with your authenticity, peeling away all the facades that have been blocking this expression. You're going to embody your being, which is just you at your core. This also means surrendering to your gifts and talents, right? They're given to you for a reason, to express them, to bring them to earth. So allow yourself to feel good, surrendering to God, universe, right? And authenticity brings abundance. So when you're working from all these levels in your life, you're working from your power, you're creating from your heart, from truth, it brings abundance. You're not expecting something, right? You're just being authentic, and with it comes abundance and everything, and love and money, whatever it is, right? And then you can move on to the next level, which is level 6, Indigo. The 6th level of consciousness is about seeing the truth. You are using your intuition to be guided. And this is your truth because your intuition doesn't lie. It is divine guidance. You're always receiving through your intuition. And this also includes being open to your psychic gifts. Now, everyone is psychic, so some more than others, but this is because they are more receptive towards the psychic mind, right? It's all about being open and aware. The lesson here is to open the mind and develop an impersonal mind, seeking only the truth. Some blockages that you could have here is having tunnel vision, ignoring your intuition, lacking imagination, which leads to having trouble in manifesting, and lacking clarity. You're going to want to become aware of the beliefs that you are telling yourself. This is where you really break the mind and question everything. Anything unaligned must go. And to evolve, you need to become clear and open. So this means going down rabbit holes and seeking the truth, right? You're creating a new paradigm or mind that can read between the lines and see through the illusions, breaking the limitations that are keeping you closed-minded or stuck. And this is going to help you expand your consciousness and activate your psychic abilities. So your intuition will be clear and your imagination will be more vivid, which will allow you to manifest even faster. And then after this, you go to the next level, which is violet or white. The 7th level of consciousness is where you receive the wisdom and guidance when connecting with Source. So this also includes the energy or prayers you're giving to God, the universe, right? And the lesson here is to seek a relationship with the divine. So some blockages that you can have here are being disconnected from Source, feeling lost and alone, lacking light, lacking faith, right? So you're going to become aware of how you are connecting with Source. And this could include the way you connect with your ancestors and guides. The first thing is that you have to become aware that you are never alone. And although it may feel like it, because you aren't allowing yourself to be illuminated or open to receiving the light, the guidance. Because the truth is that we are inseparable from God, universe. And it is a choice to believe that we are disconnected. And this blocks you from wanting to receive, right? Now, to evolve, you have to become aware of the signs and synchronicities that you are constantly receiving. Because they are meant to elevate you even higher. They're meant to help you, including connecting with the divine, whether it's through your guides, your ancestors, or totem animals. Okay, this is also going to allow you to build that connection where you will receive more. And so tap into your mind to see where you feel that you are. You can have many blockages in each level. So start at the lowest and go up from there to clear and expand. Then you embody all levels and lessons, right? You create pure light body, just like the rainbow. The rainbow is actually how we are. We're not just one color, we're all of it. We're meant to embody all of it. And when you learn all these life lessons that we're meant to, you can go beyond that, right? Beyond Earth. So if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below and I'll get back to you. So thank you so much for watching this video.